Hi class. Today's lesson is lesson 6-3, Additional Data and Outliers. Today's purpose is to understand the effect of additional data and outliers. The last lesson that we had, lesson 6-2, was all about mean, median, mode, and range, and this follows quite closely to our understanding of those measures. Let's go ahead and take a look at our first example. It says the graph here to the right shows how many times some countries have won the Davis Cup in tennis from 1900 to 2000, so over, at 100 years. The Davis Cup wins 1900 to 2000. We look at the key. Each of these tennis balls up here corresponds to 2 wins. So what we're seeing with France then is we see 4 tennis balls, and this means there's 2 wins. 2 wins with this one, 2 wins with this one, 2 wins with this one, for a total of 8 wins. Germany has 2 and then 1, which is 3. Sweden has 2, 4, 6, 7. And then we have Spain with just 1. Now, in terms of the questions, which we'll take a look at here very shortly, we're going to first look at the data alone. Find the mean, median, mode of the data. So let's go ahead and take the mean. And if you recall, the mean is adding the data together and then dividing by the number of values we have. So it's 8 plus 3 plus 7 plus 1. 7 plus 3 is 10, plus 1 is 11, plus 8 is 19. Then we have 19 divided by the number of values, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. We know it's close to 5, but it's not quite, so it's 4 3/4. Okay, so the mean is 4 3/4. The mode, let's take the median first. In terms of the median, it's the middle number, whereas the mean was the average, the median is the middle. We'll go ahead and put the numbers in order, numerical order. So we have 1 and 3 and 7 and 8. We use that rainbow method. Like that. Oops, we have 2 in the middle. So what do we do with the 2 in the middle? Well, we find the mean of these 2 in the middle. That would be 3 plus 7 equals 10, divided by the number of values, and there's 2 within the middle there, so it's 10 divided by 2, which turns out to be, of course, 5. So the median is 5, the mean is 4 3/4, and the mode, well, let's take a look at the mode here. The mode is just the most popular answer, is another way to think of it, but none of these numbers occur more than once, so there is no mode. Okay. So with these original numbers, we've got 4 3/4, 5, and no mode. Let's go ahead and copy those down over here. 4 3/4 is the mean. The median is 5. And the mode, well, there is none. I'm going to go ahead and take my big eraser here and erase everything that we've just done and make room for the next question. The next question, slip this away, the old question here, and bring out the new question. Now the new question brings in a slight wrinkle. It says the United States won 31 Davis Cups between that same period of time, 1900 and 2000. Add this number to the data in the graph and find the mean, median, mode. So now we're going to also have the U.S. So let me go ahead and put over here, I'm going to put the U.S. And where 8 represents France, 3 Germany, 7 Sweden, 1 Spain, the U.S. is represented by the number 31. Okay, so I'm going to add all these numbers up once again to find the mean. That would be 8 plus 3 plus 7 plus 1, which is 19. And then I'm going to add 31. So 19 plus 1 is 20. So we have a total of 50 here. So now we take that 50 and we divide it by the number of values there are. Well, with the addition of the 31 from the US, we now have 5 separate values. 50 divided by 5 is 10. So the mean here, the new mean with the new data, is 10. The mode. Let me erase what we have here. Let's go to the median first before we do the mode. Where the mean was the average, the median, of course, is the middle number. And let's put those numbers in number order: 1, 3, 7, 8, and 31. Rainbow method to find out what the middle number is, and the middle number is actually 7. Okay, so the median with this new data point is 7. Finally, we're going to go ahead and take out what I just wrote there and put the word, put the word mode down, because that's what we're going to try to find again. Once again, we look at the data points 8, 3, 7, 1, 31. There is no mode because none of those numbers are repeated. All right, let's look at what we just have. We have in the old data 4 3/4, which was the mean, and then it jumps up to 10. It jumps up by about 5 1/4 points up to 10 for the mean or the average. The median jumps up just a bit by 2 points, and then the mode doesn't change at all. What we've just experienced is what happens when you have an outlier. Okay. Oops, don't mean to do that. Let's put that down here. And let's erase the word mode. It says an outlier, and I want you to go ahead and write this definition down. It's a value in a set of data that is very different from the rest of the values. Well, that 31 is certainly different from 1, 3, 7, and 8. It tends to, it tended to raise the mean by a significant amount. It didn't do so much to the median, and it did almost nothing. Well, it didn't do a thing to the mode. That's what an outlier will do. It'll jump that mean, sometimes by a very significant amount. All right, well, it's your turn. You're going to go ahead and complete this problem. You're going to find the mean, median, mode of the following data: 3, 2, 6, 5, 4, 4. And then after you've done that, you're going to find the mean, median, and mode when you add the number 11 into the data above. In other words, we're adding another number which happens to be an outlier, significantly larger than the numbers we have there. All right, and that's all we have. We'll see you in class.